What happened, stock investors? We've seen quite the decline during Thursday market hours, with the S&P dropping about 5.9%, the Dow Jones dropping 6.9%, and the Nasdaq dropped over 5% as well. Now, my personal portfolio on Thursday dropped about 7%, which has put me back into the red, which we're going to be taking a closer look at here in this video. Now, if this is your first time hanging out, be sure to go ahead and smash that like button for me, and also be sure to click that subscribe button as well, so that way I can see you all back next video. Now let's jump into it. Alright, welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike the Investor. Now before we jump on the Robinhood app, let's briefly look at the Dividend Tracker so we can see what my dividend yield is based off of the market downturn and how much dividend income I'm producing every single year. And I'm also going to share with you what my goal is for my dividend yield as well. Let's check it out. So on the Dividend Tracker, the portfolio value a little over $8,100. Now this is going to be a little bit more as we look at the Robinhood app. And for my dividend yield, 3.25%. And we have my annual income that yield is producing based off of my portfolio value gives us $265. Now I would like to get my dividend yield to about 4 to 5%. 5% would be ideal without risking too much, and the reason why is because that gives me a lot more dividend income, every single year. So for example, I'm going to pull up the calculator just to give you a quick example. So let's say I had a total of $10,000 in my portfolio, and on $10,000 at the yield I have now is only going to give me $325 annually, which is not bad. So if we take times 3.25%, that's going to give us $325 based off of that dividend yield. Now, if we take that dividend yield and we move it up, from 4% or 5%, which 5% would be ideal, we're going to get either $500 if it's a 5% dividend yield, or we're going to get $400 if it is a 4% dividend yield. So we got $10,000 here. We're going to times that 5%. And now you can see that's $500 that your portfolio will be producing every single year. And if you're curious on what that breaks down to every single month to kind of plan out your income, all you're going to do is hit the divide button times 12, and then you hit the equal, and that's going to give you a little over $41 every month that you can count on that your portfolio is producing. So that's why it's very important, for to kind of have your dividend yield a little higher if that's what you're investing for. Now, this is not financial advice by any means. This is just for, entertainment and educational purposes. But I would like to get my overall dividend yield to a total of about 5% without risking too much of my portfolio. So now we're going to go ahead and pull up the Robinhood app so we can see how my portfolio in each position is doing. So as you can see here, my personal portfolio is $8,248.55. I was up during market hours at 2.58%, which is equivalent to $206.88. Now after hours, I was up as well at 0.21%, which is equivalent to $17.45. As we can see from my buying power, I had $45.59. As we go to the 1 week, I am down 6.15%, which is equivalent to $540.35. Moving over to the 1 year, I am up 12.29%, which is equivalent to $902.96. As we look at the 3 month, I am up 21.37%, which is equivalent to $1,452.48. As we look at my 1 year, I am down 2.44%. As you can kind of see that V-shaped recovery, it is equivalent to $206.40. And for the all-time, I am down 2.04%, which is equivalent to $171.82. So that's how the portfolio is performing. And as we scroll down to the first position, will be Procter Gamble. Now this is one of my core positions. I don't have that many shares because this price does not drop that often, and I want to add more shares when it's lower than my average cost. So as we move on down, I have a total of 3 shares, average cost of $110.29. My total return, I'm up at 4.84%, which is equivalent to $16. So now we're going to go to the next position, will be 3M. As we move on down, I have a total of 4 shares, The average cost, $159.62. My total return is about 3% that I'm down on, which is equivalent to $19. Moving over to Johnson & Johnson. This is also one of my core positions, but also a company that does not drop in price that often. So as we go down to the position, you can see I have a total of 4 shares. My average cost, $139.70. I'm currently up on this position at 1.79%, which is equivalent to 9.98%. The next position will be Coca Cola. Now I am extremely bullish on this position, and they actually had some recent news that came out towards the end of the week that made me even more bullish on this stock. And I'm going to tell you what it is after we look at this position. So as we move on down here, I have a total of 10 shares. The average cost, $49.32. My total return, I am down at 7.48%, which is equivalent to $36.90. Now recently, the company Coca Cola, they just announced that now they have over 2,000 Coca Cola machines in New Zealand and Australia that now accepts Bitcoin for payment for Coca Cola products. So for those of you that's been following my journey or maybe connected with me on Twitter, you know I'm a firm believer in the cryptocurrency space. I don't talk about it much on this channel because this is mainly about stock market investing, but I am extremely passionate about cryptocurrency. So if you would like me to maybe talk a little bit more about cryptocurrency on this channel, let me know down in the comment section. I would definitely like to share, my thoughts and what I think, cryptocurrency will bring to investors and our world as well. So as we look at the next position, it's going to be Altria. As we move down to my position, I have a total of 10 shares. The average cost, $47.63. I'm down on this position at 17.84%, which is equivalent to $84.97. Moving on over to Archer Daniels and Midland, looking at my position, I have a total of 4 shares. The average cost, $39.02. I'm currently up on this position at 1.06%, which is equivalent to 1.65%. So we look at the next position will be AT&T. Moving on down to the position, I have a total of 5 shares. The average cost, $31.25. I'm down on this position at 2.25%, which is equivalent to 3.52%. So we look at the next position, and this is my main core position in my portfolio, Microsoft. As you can see, moving on down, I have a total of 5 shares. My average cost, $171.87. I have a total return at 9.58%, which is equivalent to $82.35. Moving over to Starbucks, this is the second largest position here in the portfolio. As you can see for the position, 12 shares, the average cost, $85.32. I'm down on this position at 10.10%, which is equivalent to $103.41. Now, I'm not going to be adding any more into Starbucks for quite some time. So as we move over to Disney, we move down to the position. I have a total of 6 shares. The average cost, $117.68, which gives me a total return. I am down at 2.07%, which is equivalent to 14.59%. Moving over to Pfizer, this is one of the largest healthcare companies in the world. Moving down, 10 shares, average cost $39.05. My total return 13.57%, which is equivalent to $52.97. Moving over to the AES Corporation. As I scroll on down, I have a total of 10 shares. My average cost is $16.05. The total return, I am down at 21.06%, which is equivalent to $33.80. Now, the AES Corporation, this is a gas and utility company, and I'm thinking about selling out of this position as long as I can break even here in the future. So as we move on over to the Bank of America position here, this is the second largest bank in the United States. You can also see I have that pending dividend for $1.80 on June 26th. I have a total of 10 shares. My average cost, $28.57. I am down on this position at 13.55%, which is equivalent to $38.73. Moving on over to Realty Income, now we are getting into the REITs that I hold here in my portfolio. Moving on down, you can also see I have that pending dividend for June 15th, $2.33. I have a total of 10 shares. My average cost, $72.14. I'm down at 15.74%, which is equivalent to $113.52. So moving on over to Stagg Industrial, you can also see I have a pending dividend as well for June 15th for $1.20. I have a total of 10 shares. The average cost, $29.88. I'm down on this position at 7.41%, which is equivalent to $22.15. After Stagg Industrial, we see Innovative Industrial Properties. We move on down. You can see I have 5 shares. My average cost is $74.49. I'm up on this position a little bit at 20.94%, which is equivalent to $77.99. Looking over to the last REIT here in my portfolio, and they have also suspended their dividend as well, Apple Hospitality REIT. As you can see for the position, I have a total of 50 shares. My average cost, $14.58. My total return, I am down at 21.74%, which is equivalent to $158.48. As we scroll over to the last position here in my portfolio, this is also the only ETF or exchange traded fund that I hold in this portfolio. It is Power Shares S&P 500 High Dividend Low Volatility ETF. Moving on down here, you can see I have a total of 10 shares. The average cost, $42.87. I am down a little bit on this position at 20.84%, which is equivalent to $89.33. So these are all 18 positions that I hold here in my Robinhood portfolio. I have a total of 17 individual stocks, and I have 1 ETF. Now, if you want to try out that dividend tracker that I showed earlier in this video, there are 2 different versions that you can use. There's a free version and there's also a premium version as well. I will have both of those links down in the description so you can try them out for yourself. I'm Mike the Investor. Remember to stay inspired, stay motivated, invest in yourself, and I will see you guys back next time.